When you're trying to get the "that's me" or "I'm her" pic, you need to make sure that you're coming strong with those three categories. Hi loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to take Instagram worthy pictures. If you need to double check and make sure I'm a reliable source, we have number 1, picture number 2, number 3, number 4, and my personal favorite, number 5. I will be giving you guys a step-by-step tutorial on the equipment you need, things that will make or break your pictures, locations, how to edit, and poses you can include for the next time you're taking pictures. So let's get into this video. The first thing we're going to talk about is equipment. What equipment do you need in order to take Instagram-worthy pictures? Number 1 is you need to get a good quality phone. I always recommend the iPhone. I believe I have the 14 Pro or the 15 Pro, I have to double check, but if you have an iPhone, you'll be straight. Number 2 is you need to get a tripod. You can get these off of Amazon. They're like 20 something. And when you get a tripod, it should also include this because then your phone will be able to fit, you get what I'm saying? Your phone will be able to fit into this so that you can take pictures on your own, which is going to be what I'm getting into next. The next thing you're going to need is a clicker. When I tell you guys, this is my thing, this is my thing. The reason why I love a clicker is because number 1, I don't like relying on other people to take my pictures, and number 2, other people don't know how to take my pictures like I know how to take my pictures. And also, if you're trying to get that picture, trying to be that girl or that guy, you want to get a clicker because you can get as many pictures as you want. I'm going to show you guys later in this video, but when you have a clicker, you don't have to wait. You just keep clicking, keep posing, and you will eventually get that picture. So that's why I love a clicker. The clicker allows me to get as many pictures as I want, as fast as I want, and it allows me to take my own pictures by myself. So definitely recommend getting a clicker. If you don't want to use a clicker, you can use this app called Lens Buddy. I've used this app whenever I forgot my clicker and I was like, you know what, let me go take some pictures. I would highly recommend Lens Buddy because it allows your phone to take pictures of you without using anything. All you have to do is go to the app. You can select how many pictures you want that app to take, and also you can select the pace that you want the pictures to take. So you can say, I want 100 pictures and I want you to take the pictures every 5 seconds. Just turn your volume on and you'll hear the or whatever sound it makes. So you can always use that. And if you don't want to use Lens Buddy, you can also use self-timer on your phone. It works just as good. One thing I will say is Lens Buddy, the quality is still good, but it's not as good as when you take it on your phone. Now, if you want to use self-timer on your phone, I heard that there's a way that you can change in your settings where you can tell your camera to take pictures of yourself. I don't know if you have to set up a series. I'm not sure. Definitely look into that. But the camera is going to take better quality photos than Lens Buddy. But the clicker, this is going to take it the fastest. And also, the only thing about the clicker is you just got to hide it when you pose. Other than that, I'm telling you guys, invest in this. I'm going to put all this equipment in the description box below, and also this is all on my Amazon storefront, so if you guys want to check it out, please do. So the next thing we're going to talk about is you need to make sure you like how your hair looks, how your makeup looks, and how your outfit looks. If you don't like how these 3 things look on you right now when you're about to take your pictures, you're not gonna like how your pictures come out. Every time I rush and I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to put something together and I don't like how my makeup looks and my hair's not looking the best that day, I do not like how my pictures come out. It doesn't matter how good the lighting is. When you're trying to get the "that's me" or "I'm her" pic, you need to make sure that you're coming strong with those 3 categories. So what I would recommend is take your time, number 1, with your makeup. And if you don't know how to do makeup, you don't have to wear makeup in your pictures, but if you want to, practice. Number 2, make sure you like how your hair looks. Take your time. And sometimes it could be going to a hairstylist, so you know that your hair is gonna look bomb regardless. Or start practicing. Start figuring out what hairstyles you can always do that you like, and sometimes specific hairstyles look better in pictures. Like a lot of times when I have my curly hair, I have to like work a little more because for some reason sometimes it just doesn't pop than when I have like a slick back bun. And number 3, make sure you like what you're wearing. My biggest tip for that is make sure that the outfit you decide to wear complements your body. Whether you're smaller or you're bigger, just make sure that you like how your body looks in those clothes. Because sometimes it's not the posing, it's what you're wearing. If your outfit's just not flattering, you can try to pose as much as you want, you can try to angle your body as much as you want, but sometimes it's the outfit. Just keep those in mind because those play a big role when you're trying to get Instagram-worthy pictures. And I had to learn the hard way, and I don't want you guys to, so yeah. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is lighting. If you don't get anything from this video, I need you to get this. Lighting is so important when it comes to getting that picture, and I'm going to show you what to look out for when you're trying to figure out if it's good lighting or not, because sometimes when you're taking the picture, you're not constantly going back to your phone and saying, okay, is this good lighting, good lighting? You have to test it out, and once you start doing it, you're gonna understand, okay, this is how I get good lighting. So these are the tips, and I'm gonna show you my behind the scenes of how I'm getting good lighting. Okay guys, so before I go into the specific tips on what to look out for with lighting, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I mean. You see how the lighting's good right here? If I move it like this, the lighting's not that great. But if I go back, you can see my face. That's what I mean when I say lighting can make or break a picture. Okay, so if you're trying to take pictures inside, what I would recommend is that if you're in a studio or if you're in an apartment or wherever you are in a hotel or something, always stand opposite from a window. And if you can get the windows to be ceiling to floor, even better. You always want to stand on the opposite side of the window facing towards it, because this is gonna be the best lighting. If I stand facing away from the window like this, my lighting's not gonna be that great, instead of me being on the opposite side. So keep that in mind when you're taking pictures inside. If you see a huge window, face towards it. And have your tripod right here and your right here. I hope that makes sense, but that will literally make or break your pictures. If you're taking them outside, you are going to hold your phone to you, and like I was just showing you, go in a circle and you'll be able to see, okay, this lighting looks better, this lighting looks worse, just like I showed you. So guys, I'm outside right now, but I just want to show you guys the difference when I'm talking about lighting outside. Look at this, and then look at this. This is the place where you want to take the photos. So next we're going to talk about different locations you can go to in order to take Instagram-worthy pictures. One thing I want to point out though is if you are taking pictures inside or outside, I would highly recommend you to take pictures where the background or the wall is a solid color. It's all white, it's all gray. For some reason, if you have good lighting and you're standing with a solid color in the background, your picture is gonna come out better. I have tons of examples of this. Sometimes when the background is very chaotic, it can be a lot, and it also makes your Instagram page less aesthetically pleasing, so just keep that in mind. For some people, the chaotic background works, especially if you're trying to get like a streetwear pic in New York City, but even then, sometimes it can get a little too crazy. So if you wanna make sure that when you're going to these different locations, your picture is coming out bomb, try to scope the scene and find a background or a wall that has a solid color. Another location is parking garages. Parking garages usually always have great lighting. You can go there for free, and you should go all the way to the top, to the rooftop part. And if it's like a cloudy day or a really nice day, you normally will be able to get a really good picture. It's a great location for streetwear, honestly anything. Another great place for you to take pictures is hotel lobbies. They're aesthetically pleasing. They have windows from ceiling to floor, lighting's great. Yeah, and I feel like people shouldn't really bother you, especially if you look like you're staying there. They're not gonna know. And sometimes if you're a little scared and you're like, oh, I'm scared they're gonna kick me out, go with a friend, or sometimes they have restaurants and get a coffee at a restaurant, go early. Also, I forgot to say, the best time to take pictures is normally around, for me, it's like 12 to 4. After 4, lighting's usually not that great for me, but especially around that 2 mark, chef's kiss. Location I would recommend too is taking pictures near elevators. So if you're visiting a hotel or if your apartment has elevators, I would recommend taking pictures around there. Now I will say though, lighting can be a little tricky near elevators, so it might take some time to get that picture there. But when you do, it will come out bomb. So I would highly recommend that as well. I forgot to mention this, but if you live at an apartment that has amenities, Normally, you probably can get really great pictures there. Or if you have a friend that lives in a nice apartment building and they have amenities, I would recommend taking pictures there. That's where I take pictures a lot of times too. And if you live in New York, go outside. You will find plenty of places where you can take pictures. And if you don't feel comfortable going inside a hotel, I'm sure there's places around the hotel outside that you can take bomb pictures at. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna talk about is poses you should incorporate when you're trying to get that Instagram-worthy picture. These are things that I include whenever I'm taking pictures, and now I feel like I have mastered the movement of what I need to do when I'm trying to get that picture. The first pose we're gonna go into is called the walking. Now these are gonna be like pose movements, because I think sometimes when you just pose, you look stiff, it looks like you're trying too hard. I feel like when you move, when you're trying to take pictures, you get that effortless look, like you didn't even try that hard. That's when people are like, oh, like you're just like a natural, or what do they say? Like when people are just like, oh, like you're a natural, you're just photogenic, and it's like, some people are, yes, but when you move, it comes off more like that instead of like you're trying too hard. So the first one we're gonna go into is called the walking. All you're gonna do is walk, literally just like this. You're just gonna walk, keep walking back and forth, and just change your angles. This is great for streetwear, this is great for date night, this is great for anything. The walking pose will get you that picture. Walk slowly, change your face angles, and just keep walking, and I promise you, you're going to get that picture. The next one we're gonna go into is flicking the hair. All you're gonna do is just flick your hair. I love when my hair looks like it's moving in photos, because it also gives such a like effortless but fun picture. I have so many examples I can show you, from this one to this one to this one, and this one I love as well. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna throw your hair and keep moving it. You can walk with it too, but just keep throwing your hair just like this, and you also will get a great picture as well. Pose we're gonna go into is looking over the shoulder. Are you doing this? You can pop out the hip a little bit like I'm showing you. You can flick the hair. And what I want you guys to start doing is incorporating all these pose movements that I'm showing you. You can look over the shoulder, flick the hair, and then walk. And all you do with your clicker is keep clicking when you're doing it. So the last thing I'm going to tell you guys, if you're struggling with posing and you're like, I look awkward, I look uncomfortable when I'm taking pictures, is to just move. Put on some good music and just move. All these models that when you see them taking pictures, you're like, oh, it looks so good. They are moving. If you Google behind the scenes photo shoot from this specific model, a lot of times they're literally just moving. They're moving, they're grooving, and eventually they get that picture. One thing I want to tell you guys is I'm taking so many pictures. I don't just pose and take a picture and go, oh, I got it. No, I'm taking, I don't even know, guys. Sometimes I take 200, 300, and I know to you guys that might sound like a lot, but when you're clicking this fast, I can take 200 photos in less than 10 minutes. So it ends up being really quick, which is why I love the clicker, but at the end of the day, if you don't know how to pose, always feel awkward, just move, man. And a lot of times you'll get that aesthetically pleasing photo. You'll get that photo that looks kind of blurry, but it looks super cool. So more of the story, you don't know how to pose, just move. Okay, so now I'm gonna teach you guys how I edit my photos. I use the app Facetune. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the app. It looks like this. I'm gonna show you on my screen. And then what I do is I click the plus at the bottom in the middle. I go to my favorites and I'll just click any picture. And if it says, if this keeps popping up, just click the X. And then after that, I go to the bottom, it will say retouch right here. I click that, and then I just click auto. And it will say start trial, just click skip trial. And then I just press auto. That's literally all I do. So yeah, I don't have to do that much editing because I've been following all the steps that I'm literally giving you guys. So when you follow those steps, you don't have to do that much to your pictures because the lighting's good, you look good, you feel good, you're posing good. You don't really need to edit that much. And also that app has a whole bunch of stuff, like if you want to smooth your skin, if you want to whiten your teeth, You can do all that. When I do take pictures, I'm not trying to change my face. I'm not trying to do all that stuff. And sometimes I don't even use this app. So just to give you guys some advice, if you do want to use the app, go ahead. It seems like they're getting a little more strict. So in the comment section below, if you know any good apps that you edit on, please let us know what it is so that whoever's trying to get Instagram worthy pictures, they can also try those apps as well. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. And in the comment section below, if you guys want me to cover any other topics, please let me know. Subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.